On today's episode of the All About Wrestling podcast, we are celebrating the CEO. Mercedes Mone is all elite. Also, good old JR is planning on his retirement from commentary. For this and more wrestling news, make sure you keep it locked, folks.
Hit that like button. Subscribe. Hit that notification bell.
Uh-oh. Do y'all know what time it is? Do y'all really know what time it is? It's time to grab your popcorn. Grab your best beverage. It's time to relax your ears. Wrestling season has returned, baby.
Ooh, yeah.
That's right. And it's time for your main event. Coming down the aisle, we have the one, Bobby Wrestles. And he is accompanied by the beautiful Mia Moore. This is the main event. Welcome to the All About Wrestling podcast.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? All right, welcome to the All About Wrestling podcast, where wrestlers and wrestling fans connect. Folks, ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about Mercedes Mone. She's back, but she's all elite. All right, so we're going to talk about that. We're also going to talk about good old JR retiring, folks, stepping away from the commentary. Also, I have a question for all of you folks in the chat, folks that's watching from around the world. What are your wrestling pet peeves? I'm pretty sure you have a lot of them, all right? Folks in the chat, hello to you. Fandito, our channel moderator, what's going on? C. Henry, what's up, what's up? Jen, I see you. Thanks for stopping back. Ladies and gentlemen, we got a show. We got some topics. But first, I have something new just for you. Ladies and gentlemen, our channel memberships, folks, if you are interested to become a true contender, we're giving you a free custom t-shirt once per month, all right? For the lifetime of your membership, you're going to be exclusively invited to our members-only live streams. Yes, these are uncensored. Stuff we talk about live, you know, that's for TV. But behind the scenes, member-only live streams, that's where it gets real. You're going to be privy to loyalty badges as well as custom emojis, all right? So if you want to join, make sure you hit that join button on our YouTube channel page, all right? Lot to talk about, folks. All About Wrestling podcast, all right? Call in, stream in. We tested this. A good pal. Fandito, we tested a stream. He actually sent me a link to my email of his email address. We sent him the link. He popped in, all right? So you can call in. There's the number. You can stream in. If you do want to stream in, make sure you let me know in the chat that you sent us your link, all right? All right, folks. Let's get it popping. Mercedes Mone, the CEO, is back. She's back. She's back. Many are happy. Many are upset, all right? The WWE fans, the loyalists, they're upset, all right? Some are saying that she disrespected them in her speech. I don't think so. But however, the CEO is back. Ladies and gentlemen, she's all elite. Amazing fan welcome. However, the attendance, underwhelming. Underwhelming. Many may say, I mean, you've seen it on a weekly basis. The attendance of AEW, lackluster. All right. She did appear happy. All right. She discussed the women's revolution. In my opinion, she did not badmouth WWE at all. All right. It could have been bad. She did not. All right. Very classy. Looks like she's in shape. Looks like she put on some pounds. Right. Bayley was spotted in attendance in Boston, where the show took place. And she also made reference to Willow, Nightingale, and the entire locker room. All right. She did state that she was forced to drop out of school in her earlier career to take care of her brother. And she got very emotional. All right. So she did share, a little bit of information that I did not know. I'm pretty sure that most of you probably did. Her next appearance is Dynamite, Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Expectation is a multi-year contract. Now, there's a rumor going on that she's the highest paid women's wrestler in existence right now. Folks in the chat, can you confirm that? Is Mercedes Mone the highest paid women's wrestler right now? The rumor was that she was getting $5 million per year. However, it's not been confirmed. It has not been confirmed. At this point, it's a rumor. And the question was, who should she fight first? All right, who should she fight first? Fandito says he's happy Mone is back. He says, what about Shayna Baszler doing GCE Bloodsport next month? Interesting. I'm sorry, GCW. Very interesting. All right. Perhaps WWE is entering through the forbidden door now. But who should Mercedes Mone fight first? We asked, and you answered. The majority of you, and I agree with this, 43% says Saraya. Now, we all know Saraya was responsible. Mercedes Mone was responsible for putting Saraya out long-term with a neck injury. Of course, they're cool, but it would be great for Saraya to have the opportunity to wrestle against Mercedes Mone. I think it would be a great match. Second place, Britt Baker, of course, the female pillar of AEW. And then Julia Hart and Toni Storm both tied. There's so much potential with regard to Mercedes Mone and potential matches in AEW, so many matchups. C. Henry, there's a story that can be told with Saraya because of the injury. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. They can actually, of course, from experience, folks, and I'm speaking objectively, in terms of storytelling, AEW, yes, they're going to fumble the bag. This is my expectation. And my expectations are based upon the past. Fandito thinks Mercedes should not face Britt. It should be Saraya or Toni. But it looks like it may be Julia Hart. It's starting to look like that. Yes, because we did see the interference with Julia Hart. And, of course, Mercedes Mone ran down to save Willow Nightingale. So it looks like they're going that direction. However, perhaps they're saving Saraya. Got Saraya in the back pocket for the next big event, right? Toni Storm somewhere in the future, right? It's going to be very interesting. Going to be very interesting, to say the least. We have not seen her wrestle yet. Many of us are waiting to see how her ring skills are. She's been out for a very long time. My opinion, she's one of the best. All right, so that does not take anything away from her. But I'm very interested to see. She looks very happy. I must add, she looks very content with signing with AEW, with being there, with being back in front of the live crowd. The crowd was eating it up. The CEO is back. See, Henry, it seems to me that Willow might be Mercedes' first feud. Okay. I think they're going to pivot. I think it's going to be Julia, and then they're going to pivot somehow and have her face Willow. Especially if Willow wins the TNT Championship, right? But who knows? In 2021, Punk debut at the top of Rampage. Monet does it 2024. The Wrestle God. What's going on? What is going on? The Wrestle God is in attendance. Wrestle God says Julia Hart attempts to take out Mercedes. That'd be great. I like Julia Hart. I really believe Julia Hart has come a long way. Her character has developed and improved. She really taps into her character. She is championship material, okay, at least. I think that's a great matchup. Julia Hart, very athletic. Mercedes Mone, we have yet to see her in-ring performance since she's returned. Mercedes Mone versus Julia Hart. I'm in. I'm definitely in. I think it's a great match for her to, you know, get her feet wet, all right, back in the business. And Monet getting special treatment, of course. She's the boss. Await correction. She's the CEO of AEW, right? Of course she's going to get some special treatment. The Wrestle God. Mercedes wins the title off her. Saraya tries to take what was taken from her. Jen, I saw you try to type a comment in. It looks like the algorithm probably... Wait a second. Yeah, it looks like they just deleted it. If you can... I saw you put something. I couldn't read it. It went away really fast. But yeah, Mercedes Mone, she looks great. How much is she making? Who should she fight first? All right, folks. If you want to call in, I'd like to get your comments, as well as if you want to stream in. Of course, Fandito, you have experience with doing that. Folks, if you want to stream in, you got your cell phone, you got your camera. All right. The information's on the screen right about now. All right, you want to email us at allaboutwrestlingnow. Ask us for the link. We'll send you the link, and then you can pop right in. All right. In other news, folks, good old JR leaving the commentary table. How significant is the voice of wrestling leaving the commentary table? Are we going to miss good old JR? Have we missed him? He's been gone. He's recently been back, but he's been gone for a while. A lot of us, we're focused on WWE right now going into WrestleMania. Let's be realistic. Let's be honest. Let's be transparent. Jim Ross, all right, the voice of wrestling. In my opinion, he's washed. He's washed. The mistakes. Now, I'm being objective here. If I was to choose to be subjective, I would say, oh, I feel bad for him, because we all know that JR is going through a lot of health issues, right? A lot of health. He's battling a lot. He's been through a lot, but he's back. Commentary-wise, in my opinion, he's the #1 commentator of all time. All time. All time. All right? Let's see here. With respect and in regard to good old JR, did you know that he began his career as a referee? He began as a referee. I did not know that. My earliest memories of JR was in WCW. Younger back then, on point, sharp, professional, a general on the microphone. All right, we heard his voice for most of the time that I've experienced WCW. Known for catchphrases such as, business is about to pick up, and as God is my witness, he's broken in half. Who can forget that memorable historic phrase? The Wrestle God says, I would be a referee. That's amazing. I would be a referee. That's amazing. Yeah, I'm surprised. He's written multiple books, and he has a devoted fan base that you cannot take away. Good old JR is as good as lemonade on a hot summer day, folks. And he's calling it quits. 72 years of age. He's been a commentator for 50 years. 50 years. It's unprecedented. And, of course, Grilling JR, his podcast, a fan asked him if this would be his last year. And he said yes. All right. WCW, WWE, AEW, and more. He signed a 1-year deal with AEW. And it would be sad to see him go. Are you ready for good old JR to step away? All right, that's our second topic, folks. If you want to chime in the chat, on the phone, or on the stream. All right, we got a call. Live from Kentucky. Is this Fandito?
Yes, it is.
What's going on, bro?
Nothing much, brother.
So I saw recently you attended some wrestling event, and you had a great impact. Can you share what happened and what was your role, sir?
Well, last night, me and Andy joined our champion, our future champion, Icon Lee, in the ring. And as he was cutting his promo, I was telling fans to shut their mouths because the Icon Lee is someone that they should be worshiping and wishing that they were looking like. I was telling everyone from Sean Johns, who's supposed to be part of our podcast,
Wow.
I told him, you idiot, listen to me because you are a goof.
Wow. So listen,
It
folks
is
in the
amazing.
chat, Fandito, all right, and Sean Johns, they're both instrumental parts of the Nice Guy Andy podcast, and there's beef between these two, all right? So what's up, Steven Chambers? We got Fandito on the line. Of course, you made a major impact, all right, where you were, and you're a heel. You're a heel.
Yes, I am, amigo.
Wow. So I want to ask you, while I got you on the line, Mercedes Mone, what are your thoughts about her, and who should she fight first in AEW?
I think that is a great opportunity for her because she was still reeling from the effect of what WWE did, the fact that they wasn't pushing the tag team championships when they were champions. So her going to AEW makes a lot of sense because she wants to find her place there. And I think the first person that she's going to face will be Julia Hart because even though we would like to see Saraya be the first one because there's story that could be built there, I think they want to put it right there because they don't want to immediately jump her into the AEW women's title scene because Toni Storm's doing a hell of a job lately.
Right. So you're thinking Julia Hart, get her feet wet, save Saraya for a later moment, build it up, right? Is that what your mindset is?
That's what my mindset is.
Okay. In terms of Mercedes Mone, her pockets, do you think that she's the highest paid women's wrestler? We don't know the numbers. There's a rumor floating around that she's making $5 million per year. What are your thoughts with respect to this?
I think the CEO got that bag because Tony Khan, he's the kind of guy that would spend that money on her. So I think that, the rumors could be true that she is the highest paid women's wrestler going right now.
I think it's true. We've seen Okada making close to what?
Yep.
$4.5 million per year?
Yep, and he makes it rain, baby. He makes it rain.
All right. Jim Ross, stepping away from commentary. How would that impact you? Yeah, go ahead.
I think that's good because Jim Ross, let's face it, he's the greatest of all time. But since joining AEW, he started seeing the cracks. He didn't know the names of most of the wrestlers that he was commentating on. He was making slip-ups here and there. He'd show his age.
Yeah.
And I just thank you, Jim Ross. Now, please retire with dignity because what you're doing on commentary is killing the vibe that I used to have for you.
Wow. Yeah, he's old. Let's be realistic here. Jim Ross is old. In my opinion, he's washed. Folks, I don't hold any punches on this microphone. And you're right. I think it's time for him to step aside. I think his greatest moments are behind him.
Yeah, because lately and since 2019, you've not seen the Jim Ross of 1997 to 2008. It seems like after 2008 is when the decline started because you start seeing the slip ups, and it got worse when it was AEW.
Right. Right. Definitely. Now, lastly, I want to ask you, folks in the chat, folks watching, we all have them. Wrestling pet peeves. What are your pet peeves?
Well, I gotta tell you, one of my pet peeves is going on X and seeing all these IWC idiots want to talk shit like they know it all, and they run their mouth about all these wrestlers, and they're trying to spread rumors, and they're hating before they even find out the real story. And I'm just like, dude, what are y'all doing? Because y'all are hating and y'all don't even know what the facts are. It's kind of like when they were hating on so much, and I'm just looking at them like, do y'all even know the story? Because I know the story, and y'all don't. Y'all just hating because y'all want to hate.
Mm.
And my other pet peeve is when fans want to act like they know it all. And so when a fan that actually does know something chimes in, they immediately try to shut that fan down because they want to make themselves seem smarter than what they are. And it's actually kind of stupid because it actually pushes fans away. Like
Right.
this tribalism between AEW and WWE. Like, what the fuck? We're supposed to enjoy both wrestling.
Right. Right. I agree
And
with
they're
you.
hating each other.
I agree with you. I agree with you. All right, before you go, bro, please share with the viewers your platform and what you do for the podcast.
Hello, viewers. I am El Dragon Gudinta. Woo! That's right, amigos. And I am with the Nice Game Podcast. Every now and then, you can see me, the special sponsor, on the podcast whenever I want to be, because I'm the big-time champion, and there ain't nothing that super God can do about it, because they know what, I'm Bandito, and I'm all about it. I've got my own channel. It's called Superfly versus Bandito. Don't know why Superfly had to check his name into my YouTube channel, but oh well. It ain't going to change the fact that he's stupid and I'm not. And you know what? You can find the Nice Game Podcast on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, X, and also Spotify.
All right, brother. Thanks for calling in. If you don't know, Fandito is one of our channel moderators. Bro, be safe, and hope to talk to you soon.
You too, brother.
All right, take care.
Take care.
All right, folks, we're talking about wrestling pet peeves. And, of course, if you know me, you know I have mine. I wrote down a couple, all right? One, nonsensical fans, all right? These are the fans that just make absolutely no sense, all right? I know them. Have I seen them interacting in my chat? No. But, you know, you have a conversation with them and you just walk away. Secondly, and this is relevant, fans that don't fact check, all right? Fans that just spit out stats, or if you go and say something with respect to, you know, a statistical category, they'll go and they'll say, oh, you know what? That's not true. Well, how do you know, right? I have a point to make, all right? Someone decided to comment on a short that I made about Sting's wrestling record. You may have seen it, where I went on to say, you know, Sting had this many wins, this many losses. Sting's win percentage was blank. All right, Rusty Bones Blues channel. All right, this is a content creator who has a channel. He says, you're telling me a guy who went 200 plus matches a year for 40 years and wrestled over 8,000 matches, where you come from, dude? So I said, hey, critic, here's the link. I have a source. Take it up with them, buddy. This is what I'm talking about. Fans that don't fact check. I do. I know how important it is to stand in front of this microphone, and if I'm going to spit something to you or share some information, I have to have a source. I have to verify this information. I'm not going to stand before you on this camera and tell you something that's not true if I did not do a little bit of research. All right? So that's my pet peeve. People that do not fact check. You got to fact check. All right? All right. So those are my pet peeves, folks. I'd love to hear yours. If you want to call in, stream in, there's the information on the screen. There's a lot going on with respect to the channel. If you missed it, I'll share it again. We have a new exclusive gift for you. True Contender channel membership, folks. For $14.99 a month, you will receive a free custom t-shirt delivered to your door every single month. Also, exclusively, you'll be invited to our members-only live streams where things get real. They're uncensored. All right? Things that I cannot say here, I'll say there. You'll also be privy to receiving loyalty badges and custom emojis that you will be able to use within the live chats. True Contender channel membership. If you're interested, make sure you hit that join button on our channel page. WrestleMania is around the corner. It's around the corner, folks. Are you excited? I am. WrestleMania is coming to my hometown. It's coming to my hometown. History in the making, okay? This will be the second time that WWE has brought WrestleMania to Philadelphia, all right? You remember WrestleMania 14, all right, live at the Sixer Stadium. This is before every year was an outside event, an outside arena, you know, football, soccer stadiums. It's huge now. I did not make that event, all right? This will be the first WrestleMania that I've actually been a part of and attend, all right? So I'm very, very, very excited to see history in the making, all right? Dual history. We know there's a chance for history to be made twice with respect to WrestleMania 40. First being Cody Rhodes potentially making history, bringing championship gold to his family's name, as well as the historic fall of the tribal chief Roman Reigns. Are we going to see Roman Reigns lose the WWE Universal Championship? What if he doesn't? What if he does not lose? What if he retains his championship? If he does, Cody Rhodes is done. He's done. He has to win at WrestleMania. There's no coming back from that. Folks in the chat, is there coming back from Cody Rhodes not losing, for trying twice, losing twice? If he loses, folks, this will be bad. Bad for his legacy, bad for his family, bad for everything that we've seen. Folks, I don't know. I really don't know. Lately, WWE has been very, very unpredictable. Very unpredictable. It really has. I don't even want to speak that negativity into existence, but folks, we know it's a possibility. Triple H is a genius. He understands the importance of shock value with respect to the fans. Doesn't he? The Wrestle Guy says there is a coming back. Really? You believe that? I don't. If Cody Rhodes doesn't win, I believe that the fans are going to turn on him. They're going to say, you didn't do it. You can't get it done. How do we rally behind him again? Right? Fandito says there's no coming back for Cody if he loses at WrestleMania. I agree. How do you come back from that? You got The Rock involved. You stepped aside. You gave The Rock your opportunity, only for the fans to create, we want Cody, and then you get it back. So if you go to WrestleMania and lose with this type of momentum, how do you get it back? C. Henry, could Cody be the Buffalo Bills of WrestleMania? It's possible. It would be very sad. I hope it does not happen in my hometown. I don't want my hometown to be remembered because of this, because of Cody's loss, right? Philadelphia, don't go there. Don't go there. They shatter dreams. Pun intended, Goldust. Stephen Chambers, Cody wins or not, he's going to be the next Cena. Yes. Wow, very good point. Very good point. Man, the Wrestle God finishing his story. It's his dream to win the big one, but we haven't really seen the nightmare part of it. Interesting. But if he loses, you might see, this is Fandito, the fans. Let's see. The fans. This little heart thing is blocking your comment. I can't really see it. It's going to be interesting, to say the least. And if Roman Reigns loses, we can all expect Roman Reigns to take a break. He's going to disappear for a while, maybe go to some movies, start acting, right? Disappear. Why not? Why not? One of the longest reigns in WWE history. By the way, if he loses, he did not surpass Hulk Hogan's, one of his second reigns. Am I correct? He eliminated the first one. Bruno Sammartino, no one's ever going to defeat that. That's etched in stone. Steve says, if Cody loses, Roman's breaking Hogan's record SummerSlam. Yeah. If Cody loses, that will be the key. And we said this, remember? Episodes ago, I said it would have to take for him SummerSlam 2024 to defeat Hogan's next record. Why not go act Roman? Roman Reigns is going to go act. He's going to follow in his cousin's footsteps. And that's what we're going to see. He's at the pinnacle of his career, folks. What's after this? What's higher than what he's accomplished so far? The Wrestle God, do you remember what happened to Dusty with the title? I do not. Sir, I don't know how old I was when this happened, and I've heard people allude to it. Can you share? Can you share with us? Man, it sounds like it was a tragedy, like somehow, some way Dusty was cheated or something. Am I correct? And I'm being transparent. I have no idea. All right? Maybe he was supposed to win and he got cheated out of it, but it's a big deal. So much so that WWE has put so much energy behind the story. I'm very interested to see what's going to happen. Very, very interested. So double history or not? If we see Cody wins and The Rock loses, double history. That's the only way it can happen. What's going to happen night one? I believe The Rock and Roman Reigns are going to win. I believe they're going to win night one. And it's going to be the bloodline rules. Why not? It's so, the name, you know, it's illustrious. Why not? It's appealing. Bloodline rules. They're going to win. And then we're going to find out what bloodline rules are, right? Night two. You know, perhaps it's a bloodline family lumberjack match with members of the NOI family outside the ring. We're going to see people of all walks of life that we haven't seen in front of the camera for years come out. Rakishi's going to come out. I mean, this is just an idea, folks. I'm booking WrestleMania. A bloodline lumberjack match. The bloodline family surrounds the ring. Right? Wouldn't that be great? Do you think Philly would turn on Cody at Mania? There's a possibility, C. Henry. Philadelphia has been known to have the worst fans in the history of fandom. We're loyal to an extent. If you piss us off, there's hell to pay. Philly can turn on Cody at Mania. There's so much to happen. It's going to be unexpected. Solo and Jimmy wildcard night one. Yes, I agree, Stephen Chambers. And there was reference to the brothers matches at WrestleMania. We saw Brett versus Owen, right? There were images of, you know, past brothers matches at WrestleMania. This is poised to be a great match. Drew McIntyre, CM Punk. I think CM Punk is going to make an appearance. I really do. I really think CM Punk's going to make an appearance. Folks, stand by. We'll be back in about 30 seconds, all right? Let's take a look at this. right, the Wrestle God makes a great point. Dusty got robbed, essentially, like you said. Okay, I figured that. And Cody can win, then have Damian steal it before he hands the title to his family. That would be a hurt piece. That would be a hurt piece. However, he finished his story. He got gold. Damian wins. Although I think Damian Priest is going to be somehow involved in the Seth Rollins match. I really do. I think he's going to go for the World Championship so that Cody can bring back the Winged Eagle. It's time for a change. I think it's time for a change, folks. All right. All right, folks. I think it's time to wrap this up. Folks, make sure you keep it locked, all right? To everyone that joined in the live chat, thank you so much. We are the All About Wrestling podcast where wrestlers and wrestling fans connect. We will be back. We'll be back in a week. Keep it locked.